Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And I can't do the candle today because Michael is off doing a wedding. But normally, what we do is we light a candle with two wicks. And the first wick represents spirit or God or all that is. And then when we light the second wick, it represents us. So that it um, when we gather together, we have a greater light. Oh, well, thank you, Tim. He's lighting us a candle. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Very much appreciate that. All right. I can't do a regular candle around me. I can't because of the oxygen, but I can do electric ones. So we'll see what I got another one ordered. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, Tim. All right. So, John, would you lead us into us with a song?
Here we are together. Here we are for being together, for good, for better, ever. Here we are together, for being, for good, for better. Here we are for healing, together, for good, for better, forever. Here we are, together, for healing, for good, for better. Here we are for wisdom, together, for good, for better, ever. Here we are together, for wisdom, for good, for better. Here we are for love, together, for good, for better, ever. Here we are together, for love, for good, for better. Here we are.
Well, thank you, John. Very much appreciate that. And today our speaker is going to be Carol Ann, and she's going to be talking about possibilities. She's also going to do our meditation today, but I'm going to go ahead and do, once I can get it up here, our 365 Science of Mind. And today it is the law of good is written in my heart. I know The perfect life of spirit is my life, and I now permit it to radiate through my world of thought and action, to express in my physical form. As I relax my body consciously and definitely, which I am to do by mentally relaxing and, and dropping all strain, I feel flowing through me a vital energy, a dynamic force, a great surge of love of living power. I feel immersed in and saturated by a vital essence of perfection, which brings me in tune with life. Before we before my whole being is the perfect God life, I have nothing to fear. Every person I meet recognizes the love and the peace and wisdom and the courage within me. Each person I meet feels our common bond, knows that we are part of the perfect whole, harmonious centers in the great unity of life, and so has faith in me. No one could wish to harm or hurt me in any way. I too can only love and understand for my fellow beings. I know because I am God life, God in expression, that every circumstance I find in is right for me. Through my consciousness of love, which is the very essence of the God life, I transform my seeming perfection into the perfect idea of my true self. God knows me only as a perfect idea, and that perfection I now manifest. God's law is written in my heart, and I delight to do God's will. And that was 365 Science of Mind. Okay. All right. So, as we, I'm going to get, John's going to do the meditation, and I am going to, or start this meditation. Carol Ann's going to do it, and we'll go from there. So,
Healing love. Healing love. Healing love. Divine healing love. Beautiful love. Beautiful love. Beautiful love. Beautiful love. Source of light. Source of real. Source of all. Source to heal.
As you gently close your eyes, place your hand on your heart and focus on your breathing with the cool air coming in, warm air coming in, and cool air coming out. Very, very gently guide your attention within. And turn towards that divine presence that moves and is in all things and all creation. Just very easily letting everything else go. And gently recognize that it is the truth of our being. And remember that this divine identity is the truth of all beings, not just stars. It's the truth of all beings. We came from a perfect God. We came from a perfect mind and a perfect idea. And that anything and everything that we need is available to us. Just allow our breath to take us deeper and deeper. And allow this love within to grow and grow stronger and stronger and overflow to every place in the world. And as you are opening more and more to an open heart and an open mind, visualize peace. The peace that you wish to see in your world, in the larger world, the peace that passes understanding. And gently release any fear and worry, and exchanging them for a consciousness of understanding, of peace, harmony, and love. Hold the vision for humanity to grow in wisdom and in stature. And the rough edges and the ridges of bitterness and judgment in the world, see them floating away into the nothingness from which they came. And know that the world can transform into a place of love, of peace, of consciousness. Let that peace that passes understanding fill every cell, every muscle of your body, and be a guiding light for yourself and your daily activities and how you interact with other people. And just gently feel the gratitude and the thanksgiving for the power of unlimited potential, for peace, for knowing that all things are possible. Just breathe that in and accept that knowingness that is happening even as we speak. And simply say thank you. Thank you, Father, Mother. And so it is.
You're muted.
Myself. Okay. So thank you, John and Carol Ann. As you open your eyes, please look into your cameras and look into each other's eyes and see the magnificence, which is you, which is each other, which is spirit in our body, working as us, through us, and through it, around us, always. All right, so thank you so much. Okay, thank you, John. That was wonderful. Carol Ann is talking about possibilities today, and I know it's already going to be a wonderful talk. I don't even have to worry about that because she's a wonderful teacher.
How is it possible?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to turn this over to you, Carol Ann. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for being here. Your presence is enough. And I can't say that too much. I can't say it too many times because it is so true. Your presence is enough. And here we are on the verge of our nation's 250th anniversary. It's fast approaching. And it's so beautiful because our nation was founded on possibilities. Imagine a group of people getting together and saying, hey, we can do better than living under England's rule. We can do better. We can create a more perfect union. Yes, our nation was bound upon possibilities. And it has continued, throughout the history. If you look at it, you look at Abraham Lincoln and what he had to deal with and the Emancipation Proclamation. I mean, the possibilities of trying to get it right and trying to get it right and trying to expand and look at things is just absolutely amazing. And it's also an opportunity for us with possibilities because there is a new way of thinking, a new way of approaching life that is rapidly changing in this world around us. So I am going to ask the question, is it possible to live in the current present moment without the influences of the past? Is it possible? That's not a yes or no question. Not at all. It is a discovery question. Is it possible to live right here and right now? Is it? As a discovery question, you can't say yes, you can't say no, you can't say maybe. And I call it a discovery question because it's not a head question. It is a energy, and it is an awareness question. So, and the key to the answer is found in, it can only be found in the present moment. Each moment that we have is an opportunity. And it's a rare and unique opportunity of choice. We always have a choice, and we forget that. We absolutely forget that. To live in the moment of discovery and expansion, or to fall back into prior experience or the experience of others. It is a choice, and that choice boils down to either living from your head in the library in your head, or living from creation, living from for the information that you need in the whole wide universe with no limits. We have that choice. And the choice is to be bound by the constrictions and limitations of our mind, or to take the step and live happy, joyous, and free. Now, that doesn't mean that in making that choice to live from awareness, live from consciousness is going to be easy. What it says is it is an opportunity to learn and grow. So we have that choice. We have that choice every single minute of the day. So when things look bad, what do? Do we complain? Do we call our friends and say how awful it is? Or do we say, okay, what is it I need to be doing? Do we take us the time to get quiet? Do we take the time to stop rather than keep pushing forward because I have so much to do? I don't have time to think of anything else. I have to stick to my list. I have to stick to um, I have to stick to what I'm doing. These are one of a kind moments that are never going to be repeated the same. They are always going to be coming, and they're an opportunity for growth, and they're an opportunity for a new way of living. And I can't emphasize that enough. Just think, can I be happy? Can I be joyous? Can I be free? And usually there is a spot with that. But that freedom comes from freedom from the past and repeating the unexpected, and repeating the ineffective actions and expecting different results. Have you ever done that? I was doing that last week with my hearing aid. For some reason, when I cleaned it, I wasn't putting it together right. And so I kept repeating and repeating and repeating what I was doing. And I finally laughed at myself because it obviously wasn't working. And I had bought into, well, no, if I just do it this way, it's going to work. And leave it and come back and leave it and come back and leave it and come back. And then I started to laugh. And I thought, okay, I'm going to let it all go. Just let it go. I'm fine without my hearing aid. I went for 3 days without my hearing aid, and it was absolutely joyous. I was amazed. And when I finally went back, it was in a place of calm peacefulness. And I think I did the same thing that I did before to put it back together. And it went together. And I'm there looking at it saying, oh my, what was the difference? The difference was I was coming from a place of peace. I was coming from a place of awareness. So whatever I had built into it before was completely gone. Our physical mind is programmed with past experiences. That's its job. That's what it does. And it can gently guide us to repeat ineffective responses that often have a but in them, B-U-T, but. For instance, I know I shouldn't eat that dessert, but I've done so well on my diet. I deserve to have that. Or I know I can't afford to uh, buy that, but I really, really want to hear the buts. Ah, I know, but I know, but I know, but, and we get tangled in a vicious cycle that prevents us from moving forward. It's the yes buts, yes buts, yes buts. At some point, we get to a place of stop, like I did with my hearing aid. I can't keep doing this. I need help, and I need it now. And just that thing of saying stop, I need help, and I need it now. The universe is right there waiting for you to turn. And if we are wise, we stop and we breathe. Maybe we cry. Maybe we take a walk. Or maybe we simply stare, but we stop. Because this is a powerful, pregnant pause. Because it's filled with possibilities of which way to go. It's a turning point. It is a crossroads. And it's an important crossroads because right there when we stop, we have a choice. We can either do what we've always done and get the same results, which is crazy. And we know it's crazy, but we see, no, this time, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Or we can step back, take a deep breath, and choose to follow our inner guidance. Wow, novel concept. Where have I heard that before? Yeah, we always have that choice. We don't have to get angry. We don't have to get upset. That is a reflex behavior that we have learned, and we can unlearn it. There is no temptation, but such is common to man. But God is faithful and will not allow you to be tempted beyond your ability to cope with it. Do you hear that? Temptations, difficulties are common to man, but God is faithful and that will allow you to be tempted above which you can cope with, which you can learn from. That's why they call this the learning planet. This is our opportunity here to learn, to grow, and to take steps up that wonderful mountain that has no top. But what it needs is our action to say no, to say stop, to turn away. Lately, I've been saying, really? You really think that's going to work? I don't think so, really. And then I think, gee, I'm talking to myself. Okay. But that but needs to be a big but. It needs our action to stop, to say no, and to turn away. If you remember from your Old Testament, Sodom and Gomorrah was burning, and what did God say to Lot? Lot said, Lot, take your wife and run to the hills. Run as fast as you can. Don't look back. So he grabs his wife's hand and they go running up into the hills. And what happened? What happened? Lot's wife looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. Pretty good reason not to look back. She turned into a pillar of salt. And that is just what happens when we get caught and stuck. We aren't able to move. We feel worse and worse and worse and worse. And the yes buts keep piling up higher and higher and higher. Another way of saying this is to ask a discovery question. And I made that up a long time ago. Let's say I got to ask a discovery question that opens the doors to possibilities. And remember, we always have a choice. So back in the early 1980s, I had a choice. I was a very successful chair of a new baccalaureate program based on holistic principles and adult teaching learning strategies. It was the first nursing program in the nation that combined holistic principles and adult teaching learning strategies. So it drew a lot of attention. And yet, great success, something was wrong. And I was really becoming miserable. My health was going down. And just, something just wasn't right, and I could not put my finger on it. And so I prayed, I meditated, I did everything I could think of, asking for help, asking for clarity and guidance. I even at the time read, name of the book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Incredible book, really, exactly what I needed to bring me back into the present moment. And at that time, they say when the student is ready, the teacher appears, is when I met my spiritual teacher at 16,000 feet outside of Telluride, Colorado, at a 2-week retreat for holistic nursing. So was not expecting it, but it was a powerful transformational experience. And coming home, I realized that it was time that I needed to step out and to live a life of discovering spiritual principles. Really, stepping out. I did a lot of talking about faith. I did a lot of talking about stepping out. But it was my turn to put spiritual principles above personalities. But was it possible? I thought, gee, I really want to do that, but was it possible? So what I did, when I returned home, I gave my resignation for the end of the academic year, and we were in the middle of the academic year. And I wanted to live in a discovery mode. And I had no idea what that meant. All I know was I need to live in a discovery mode. And really, as a single parent with 2 small children, that in itself was also pretty gutsy to do. But I did. And it was the most amazing experience. Each morning, I turned my life over to God and still do that now, and discovered is it possible, very simply and very direct. And it was. The head of the college called me in, and I had told him about my experience in Telluride, and I told him I was going to be resigning, and he said, "Give me 2 weeks, and then come back and tell me if you still feel the same." So I did, and he said, "I will reluctantly accept your resignation. I've met with the board of directors, and they feel so strongly that you are on the verge of something very important. And so they want to give you 6 months full pay after you leave to help you make the transition." Oh my gosh. That was, you know, totally, totally unexpected. And Dr. Almain said, and one other thing, and I think it might have greater importance. He says, since you have been on this campus, I think you have hugged every single faculty person and staff in the whole college except me. And I looked at him and I said, "You're right." And he said, "So I'd like a hug." And I said, "And I will give you a hug, and I will do one better. From now until the time I leave, every time I see you, I am going to come up to you and give you a hug." And he just kind of, I don't know about that. And I said, "I will make that commitment to you." And he said, "All right," gave him a big hug, left. And about 3 weeks after that, he was showing a prospective donor to the college, around the college. And I met them in a hallway. And he introduced me to them. And I said, and as promised, Dr. Almain, I'm giving you a hug. And I gave him a hug. And of course, he's blustering in front of this new donor and all. And the donor says, I believe there's a story behind that. So we quickly told him the story. Later that afternoon, Dr. Almain called me and he said, well, your hugs do work. He doubled his endowment. So you just never know. You never know where things are going to go, what is going to happen. You've probably heard the expression, it was a very popular a few years back, change your thinking, change your life. Living spiritual principles above personalities, getting out of your head, getting into your heart. Try it. Try it, try it, try it. And then the beautiful thing is you are surrounded by the most loving people here in Summit Spirit Special. Everyone here is here to love you and support you and can talk to you and help you. So we all know that we have our cutting edges, but that's our opportunity. That cutting edge, if you can just remember that when things get rough, this is an opportunity. Doesn't feel real good, but this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for growth and for understanding. And, if you don't take that opportunity for growth and understanding, guess what? It's going to come up again. And it's going to come up again and again and again until you get it. So, this is where I'm going to leave you for now. They say that the 15 inches from the head to the heart is the longest journey you'll ever take. So start your journey today, continue your journey today, and thank you. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Your presence, as always, is enough. And for that, I am deeply grateful. Oh.
Thank you so much, Carolyn. That was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I really liked about the several things, but I like the story about the when you were teaching or were at the college, and you were going to leave, and you ended up they ended up giving you the 6 months extra pay so you could do your thing, and that's just you. That is just so you. It just to me, it just amazes me, because you live what you say. You are always in the present, and you always are living it. And I just truly appreciate that about you. You when you um, feel something or know something, or you feel it and you know it, and you just take care of it. You that's it. Okay, this is what I need to do. And whether it's talking to yourself for a second or whatever first, that's okay. But and I talk to myself an awful lot sometimes. I don't always change it much, but yeah, so I do appreciate that. So thank you for that. I'm gonna turn this over to John. I think John has a thought.
What do you say to yourself to inspire your learning, growing, healing, imagination, and all the good stuff? I don't know, but that was really good. That's what you say to us, and we got it.
It's good to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
because you're saying you're saying what this mind is thinking, and you're acknowledging it and saying, yes, no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talk to myself quite a bit, having been an only child and been alone more hours of my life than not,
Well, and it's good. There's something about saying things out loud.
Yes.
That takes to me, it takes the mystery, it takes the fear out of it. It says, okay, this is something that is here for me to learn and grow. There's a lesson here. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it and figure it out. And just that acknowledgement appears to be enough. It opens the door. And that's what we want. We want the door to open.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. I don't see anybody else getting ready to say any comments, but so I'm just going to turn this over to John to do a song.
Well, this song goes right well with your talk, as is often the case. And I actually was so inspired by your talk that I made a couple edits in the song during the talk. So it's all new version of "We're in This Together." We're in this together, searching for the norm through all kinds of weather, waiting out the storm. There's a need for intuition, some healing needing done, for good cooperation that's good for everyone. We're in this together, finding where we stand, learning, growing, and healing, helping as we can. There's a need for imagination, some planning needing done, for working well together, that's good for everyone. Maybe you've been missing what's really going on. More clarity is coming with the morning dawn. We're in this together, no matter what one thinks, making our world better, working out the kinks. There's a need for comprehending, some research needing done, for making our world better, that's good for everyone.
Thank you, John. That was wonderful. All right. So it's that time in our service where we have the opportunity to give. There's several ways you can do that. You can go to PayPal or you can go to Zelle, and you would go to sscofakron@gmail.com. That's sscofakron@gmail.com. And you can donate that way. Or you can do the old-fashioned way through snail mail and write a check or a money order and send it to, with the word Summit on it, to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44310. And with that, let's just symbolically take our right hand over top and left and know with me that all that we have, all that we give, all that we receive is blessed in a very, very gracious manner, that it goes to the work of Summit Center for spiritual living and the truth that sets us free. And so it is, and so I let it be. Amen. Okay, how's about some good, more good, John?
Good, more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. Oh, good, more good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit and soul. It is.
All right. Thank you, John. And so it's time for announcements. And I don't know who our speaker is going to be yet this week. So please, the people who like to speak, to please stick around for a few minutes afterwards so we can figure out what's going to happen for July as far as the speaking schedule. And also, New Thought Medium, New Thought Media Network. That's where Michael spends most of his work time. He produces like 8 different shows. He's got something going on every day, except for Saturdays. But then on Saturdays, he's usually doing weddings. Although lately he's been having a lot of Sunday weddings, which is unusual. But anyway, so New Thought Media Network, that's one place you can go. So, John?
YesWise.com is where I post my blogs, especially YesWise Inspiry, and also at my YesWise channel on YouTube. And then you can find my music at JohnDavidMiller.com or YesWise.com. You can get there too. And all my other websites.
All right. Thank you, Caroline. Anything new to announce for you yet?
I am open to. I'll have several new clients,
All right.
and I am having fun discovering where they're coming from and how I meet them.
Oh, how interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I don't think there's any more announcements. So let's just take a moment of silence. And John will ping us in, but before, just bring into your hearts and minds anybody who may need some healing, whether it be yourself, a family member, a coworker, a friend, or just healing for the world situation, whatever it may be. Just bring that into your hearts and minds, and just know that that healing is done right here and right now. And thank you, John. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Okay.
All right, we'll finish up with Real and True. Life is real. Life is true. We are life, living as me and you. Joy is real. Joy is true. me and you. Peace is real. Peace is true. We are peace. Living is me and you. Love is real. Love is true. We are love. Living is me and you. Living is me and you.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that ends our service today. Hannah, you can go ahead and take us out of the Facebook feed. And when you